Hello everybody of the Let's Play community, I'm the Blind Swordsman, and welcome back to Let's Play Banjo Tooie. Last episode we made it here, well, we made it back to Jolly Roger's Lagoon. I'm in the little shippity ship thing, and we're going to be going to Glitter Gulch Mine here in the water supply pipe. I think we'll be doing this one more time in order to actually get... there's one more Jinjo we have to get in Grunty Industries. I think we'll be getting this the same way. I'm not entirely sure. As you can't quite tell, this episode is actually going to be post-commentary, and I think this is how I'm going to be handling the rest of the backtracking episodes from now on, just because my problem is that, like, they take so long, and that you're going to see, like, there's a couple of, like, failed things that I do in this particular episode. So that's why I'm going to handle them this way. You know, it could be a pretty long one, could be a not so long one. I think we're only doing one more of these anyway, but that's our last Jinjo that we've gotten. So we've officially 100%ed. I clicked on Jinjos by accident. We don't have too many Jinjos to get. But now I'm back here in Pterodactyl Land. We're going to go across this place as Banjo first, because now that we got the snooze pack, we can head across the plains with Banjo and get our just rewards by going in there with Banjo. Unfortunately, that means you're gonna have to take some hits to get across. So yeah, this game, I don't understand how you would take a no-hit run on it, because a lot of times in this game, you're kind of required to take a hit. It's just kind of weird to me. I don't understand it, but you know, whatevs. Whatevs. Kind of want to walk across, get into the little holes, use the snooze pack, jump up, go. You're going to take a hit probably, and then you just rinse and repeat. It's pretty simple, pretty easy breezy. A beautiful cup of go right there. Yeah, it's one of the cool things. Well, it's not really a cool thing, it's just like how you do things. We'll be doing one more, and then we'll head over to the sparkly thing, so that way we can do that, and then we can use Kazooie. Because Kazooie's much faster, so you don't actually have to do a ton of other stuff. I actually failed to mention what I actually did over there, which is crap. I messed up and edited that out, but basically, you can't leave without Banjo. But you want to use the gold feathers to go across that, because then there's a Jiggy on the left side. I already got the Jinjo with Kazooie, and that's the thing that's so weird to me. I gotta tell you, because... Oh, and I had to save state this because I was down one hit. But it's so weird to me. The guide that I use is the Brady Games official guide that you can get for the game, right? It's not that good. Like, it doesn't tell you anything. Like, it's just not, like, a good situation to be in if you have that guide, because it tells me that I have to get another move before I can come back here and do that. But you don't. You can just go across this Banjo and Kazooie. You just have to use the gold feathers. And I die a couple times trying to get this, so... Oh, I didn't even know I smashed Kazooie's head in. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna make it here. But yeah, it's just weird to me. You know? I know I cut out by accident freaking Jiggy, but at the same time, you get the concept, right? You just use your gold feathers, you run across, and on the right is the Jiggy. But it's like, they told me in the guide that I had to wait to get it. And it's like, hey, I could have gotten this like way before, because I've already got that move. So I don't understand it. But anyway, we're going to be getting our first HAILFIRE Peaks Jiggy, and you can only do it here. So what you do is you step on the switch with Banjo, you switch back, and then you run across as Kazooie, and then there's Jiggy. That's 57. We're going to get up to 60, so we're getting 5. That's the most I've gotten in one video. We're getting 5 in one video. I'm heading back now to... Spiral Mountain, because we're going to be dropping off some of our Cheeto notes so that we can get our next cheat. The next cheat is pretty sweet, actually. It's probably one of the better ones in the game. There's going to be one more game-breaking one, and Nintendo Capri Sun never used it. I don't really mind using it. It doesn't matter to me, but I'm not going to tell you what it is right off the bat. Anyway, come over to him. We'll give him those. It's been a minute since we've given the pages to the guy, so, you know. I feel like I've given my honeycomb pieces way more than talked to this guy. I mean, that's just the facts, you know. Now, if you find any more pages, you know where to find me. So, now we can use Fall Proof, which I don't know if I kind of skipped that or not. I probably did. But Fall Proof is simple. You take no fall damage. Yeah, I'm going to be using that cheat. There's another one. I'll just spoil it, whatever. You regenerate your health, right? So, yeah, you just spell Fall Proof and you got it. Keep you from being hurt from long falls. There's another one. It regenerates your health, okay? I've heard it's really awesome to use on the boss, and the final boss, I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing it. It's the most difficult boss in the game. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to watch Nintendo Capri Sun's LP to figure it out, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. I don't know, because I do have unlimited eggs, the fire eggs. I don't know where I got that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. And I went back to go see the egg person, egg lady, and there's no eggs for me to be found, so I don't know if I need to find more or what I need to do with that, but it's just one of those things, you know? It's just one of those things. But now we're going to go back to Grunty Industries. And this is just the last 2 jiggies that we can get for right now. We're going to get up to 8 by the time we leave. So what we're going to do with Banjo right now is, first off, I'm going to snooze because I want to get my health back up. Always a good thing to do when you're with Banjo and you don't have a full health thing. Just always get up to full health by using the snooze pack. It's a great ability. They give it to you for a reason, so you might as well use it. But we're going to go to floor 3, and we're going to be opening up something really quick on there, which is to put the last battery into a place. I think there might be one more battery in this place, but I don't think so. I think I've gotten all the batteries you can get in this place. But we need to head that way, and then we need to head back to floor 4 to put this. No, I think, is it floor 4? I think so, but I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll use floor 4. Floor 4. What we're going to be doing is putting this last battery in. Gosh dang. Like, I gotta tell you, man, I think it's cool and very innovative. I think, graphically speaking, this game looks wonderful for a Nintendo 64 game. And I like how big they made the game. But they made it too big. Like, it's so hard to move sometimes. When we come into this room, and we get up to the top here of this thing, and this will get us to where we need to go to put in the battery. We'll come into here, and this actually helps us to get our one of our next jiggies in here. I'm not going to explicitly get this one first because there's another one we're going to get before that. I'm going to use the snooze pack. I'm surprised Banjo's getting electrocuted right now because I did that, so yeah. I'm just not very good at this game, folks. I gotta tell you. Like, I love Banjo Tooie, but I'm not very good at it. I still would concede that I'm better at Banjo-Kazooie, better than Banjo-Tooie. But then again, for the LP, like, I was so much more prepared because I had done like 4 playthroughs. I've never even beaten this game. I've never even sniffed the end of the game of this game. Because up until I started this LP, and until I like practiced, because I practiced on the Xbox Live Arcade version before I played this game, I got up to World 5, or World 6, which is, World 5. I got up to Pterodactyl Land on that playthrough. I probably should finish it. But I got super tired of it because, first off, swimming in that game is terrible because the controls are opposites. I don't know why I'm going this way for. I'm being a rebel instead of going the right way because I went down there. I'm like, okay, great. Now I gotta go back again, which is fine. But up to that playthrough, I'd only beaten the first Klungo. which is like maybe 10 minutes into gameplay for the game. So I just don't have as much experience with this one, but man, I wish I would have owned it. This could have been like one of my favorite games because it's really good. It's a really good game, and there's a lot of things I like about it that are better than Banjo-Kazooie, but I'm sorry, like I just think Banjo-Kazooie is a better game. Simply because, and it's like, okay, like I think, yeah, you could step on the switch for what we're about to do, but we don't really need to do that. But Banjo-Kazooie to me is simplistic, but it works with the simplicity. Like, this game is a little too complex. I think this game, because people say the game, oh, by the way, for us to get the Jiggy, we need to hit these blue things with an egg, and I think I had the wrong egg up. We want to use a grenade egg. And so I just kind of hold the reticle down by that spot and then just kind of time it out. And it's not as hard as it looks to time it out. So, but what I was saying is this game, because a lot of people say Donkey Kong 64 is kind of where the game, where Rare put too much in to like, for like collecting and things like that. I will concede that game has way more collecting in it, but this game to me really kind of put the balance perfectly. Like, there is a lot to do in this game. I will admit that. I will concede. But I think this game isn't as bad explicitly as something like Donkey Kong 64. The reason why I say that, and I'll show you what happens when you hit these. You get toxic gas to come in, so I did save state it, so we'll be back in and just doing it, you know. So it's kind of hard. So for this one, you got to hit like the third one and then shoot. But yeah, this game's done perfectly, I think, with the right amount of backtracking. There's not too many collectibles. I think this is what Donkey Kong 64 should have done, because it's basically like 4 of these games. So I went down. That's a Minjo. I thought it would be a Jinjo, but obviously when they're too freaking easy to get, you know. And I do fail this a couple times because I'm an idiot. I'm like, ooh, what am I supposed to do? You could backflip for one, and I didn't think to do that, so I just don't think before I do things sometimes, you know. Well, how long is that gonna be? I may have to pause this and stop for a second so I can fix something, but whatevs. We'll fix it maybe in a minute. I don't know, but yeah, I just think, you know, this game did it the right way. You know, I think Donkey Kong 64 did it too much, and I think this game did it just the perfect amount. And I think, that being said, I think that it's still a lot. I think that's my problem. But I don't feel like it's any more longer. Like, it's maybe a little bit longer than Banjo-Kazooie. Because Banjo-Kazooie, like, you still have the collecting thing, right? So you got a ton of collecting that you're going to do. Whereas this game, you got a ton of collecting and you do the backtracking. So it seems like, because you're going back from world to world, there's a ton to do. But it's like, hey, but hear me out with that. I think it's the same if you're talking about Banjo-Kazooie. You could conceivably say the same thing, because Banjo-Kazooie, although there isn't as much backtracking, you still have to get 10 Jiggies, you still have to get 5 Jinjos, you still have to get honeycomb pieces. There's still a ton of collecting in that game. And this game is just kind of no different. It's just the difference is that the worlds are a little bit bigger, and you're going back to different worlds. And I never thought that that was the case. I just thought it was a longer game because it was a longer game. In fact, and you know what? I'll just keep the cutting because we could talk about this. When I first started this LP, when I wanted to start doing this Let's Play of this game, I really didn't think that I was going to be able to do anything with it. Like, I literally thought that Banjo-Tooie was just going to really kind of suck. Actually, this is like... Okay, I'm back. So here's what we're going to do now. We're in here at this different space. We'll probably actually see it a couple times here. We're doing like another like first-person shooter type of game. And I did actually cut out a couple of different things when I did this. This section kind of blows. It's not very fun at all. This section is hard just because not only now are we firing at stuff, but we need to like use our other stick, which case is like the C buttons. Luckily, you know, I'm playing with an Xbox One controller, so it makes it so much easier. I do feel like Banjo Tooie and like Banjo and stuff, when you're doing stuff like this on the Xbox One version, it's more ideal. I have not played this on an N64 controller, so I can't really tell you specifically how bad it is or not. But you could kill everything in here with fire eggs, and we did get unlimited fire eggs in one of the previous episodes. I didn't think we did for some reason, but yeah. We just want to take out the farty noises, is what I like to call them, because that's what they're doing. They're farting. They're farting. And if you hear the farts, that's where the freaking farty noises are. So they're called clinkers, I know, but yeah, it's farty noises. It's basically poop that's in a wall somewhere, and I think that might have been maybe a direct inspiration for some of the sound effects in like Conker's Bad Fur Day or something. I'd like to actually get the Conker's Bad Fur Day. I was kind of thinking about it the other day. So I do have it on rare replay, and it's pretty fun. But it's so bad. So I don't know if it's controversial for me to do a game like that, especially with how nowadays are. But you know, I think it's a funny freaking game, and it was back in the time when people weren't so freaking sensitive. But you know, it just is what it is. You know, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing that people are sensitive. I think people have a total right to be sensitive. It's just that, yeah, people, you know, it used to be a different time when Conker's Bad Fur Day came out, so it's just one of those things like, do I do Conker's Bad Fur Day and risk ridicule, or do I just do it and not care? But I do care, because, you know what, I don't like making people upset. That's just my thing. So I don't know, you may see a Conker's Bad Fur Day LP for me, you may not. So yeah, you could kill even those guys with it. So I don't know if I save state or whatever yet for the ones that are left, because yeah, I think I might screw up and have to go back to it, which isn't a big deal. There isn't too many left at that point. And I gotta tell you, going through a lot of these places, it does remind me a ton of Rugrats Studio Tour. When you're going through those stupid like minecart games and all those other dumb mini games I don't like, and I should have went up that way, because yeah, there's a bad guy. There's a twinkle or whatever, and I didn't realize I should have went up there. Well, yeah, I'll probably end up starting over a little bit, but that's okay. It's not a big deal here. Hopefully I can get through this, you know, super quickly the rest of the way. We've already gone through like 17 minutes of the episode post-commentary, so I'm not really too concerned about that. What the balls? Okay, I'm hoping. Oh, that's just how it looks right now. So I have this, like, my Audacity super zoomed in. So yeah, if you don't get it, then obviously they put your toxic levels on there. So it's not an acceptable thing on there. So I'm back up to the 8. I'll figure it out right here, obviously, because I think I get it done here. So yeah. Nothing to it but to do it. I remember, I don't think NCS is that good at this either, just because I think this hasn't aged very well. I think even like any first-person shooter back in that day hasn't aged very well, just because now if you play games, and I think I've brought up this example a few times in different reviews, that the reason why Fortnite and like Call of Duty and everything, they're such good video games, is because now we've adapted a control that's actually good. You know what I mean? It's actually like good control, because we've got like joysticks now. We're not relying on a C button for it. There's multi-directional stuff, and I got it right here. This is it. We just fire away, and there we go. Sensors indicate Clinker's threat has been neutralized. A cleanup bonus will be awarded. And I thought the fetcher froze because it always does that. It goes so slow when you're trying to pick up a Jiggy in like when a cutscene happens for a Jiggy. It's very weird. I think this game is just slow, honestly. Like it's one of those things, one of those weird things that it's just freaking slow, and I'm not a big fan of that. But whatever, that's okay. It's not a big deal. Anyway, escaping out. I probably should have cut this other stuff out, but you know, it's just stuff I wanted to show off, so not a big deal. Once we get out of here and we get the Jiggy, we don't have too terribly much to do as far as Jiggies goes, I don't think, but I'm not entirely sure. So, but you know, gravity. I would like to get this out soon, this video, so I'm just trying to record it during my lunch break. Well, the commentary. Then I'll get back down, and then I may have to do it during lunch. So, but I'm doing these episodes, the Banjo Tooie episodes, like 4 times a week, maybe 2 times a week, and everything else is just like once a week, because I'd like to get like a little bit ahead on Breath of the Wild, and I like Breath of the Wild in my next LP, which is going to be good. To be just the only projects I'm working on. And then I have like a super secret project. But anyway, we took down that. We got the Jiggy. We come into here, and we turn. I should have turned right, but we're in quality control where I actually hit the blue rare things, if you remember correctly, and that's how you get that Jiggy. Pretty easy. I think we get up to 60 in this. Up to 60 at this point, and so then when we go to the next world, which is HAILFIRE Peaks. HAILFIRE Peaks is super cool because, you know, it doesn't take no prisoners. No. Because we'll be getting up to like 8. So I think we'll be getting up to close to like 68 in the next episode. Or well, not next episode, next world. Because next episode, I don't know what we're going to be doing. And this is the part where I struggle to find the freaking elevator to go back. Like, where the freak is it? And then I'm like spinning in a circle trying to get up. I'm like, well, is it up there? Because I don't remember coming through there. And then I go through there and I realize, wait a minute. No. I just go through here and I'm like, okay, it has to be up here. And I'm like, wow, it's friggin' seriously not up here. So I didn't realize it was down to the bottom. So I'm a dork. Big time Dorkosaurus. And oh, ouchie, mama. Yeah, we're gonna get electrocuted a few times, but then I eventually found it. I think we're leaving to go to the bottom floor. I can't remember. Oh, duh, we have to change back. I always forget about that. That we have to go to the second floor to change back. So it's always one of those things. So yeah. Ugh. Yeah, we'll head up this way. We'll get set up with turning back into Banjo-Kazooie. And I don't even remember what we're going to do next. I think I know that we're getting, like, the last notes in here. And a couple things like that. But I don't know specifically what we really have left to do as far as this goes. I think we'll be getting, well, maybe we're only getting one more Jiggy. I can't remember. So we might be only getting up to 67. But then when we go to the world, the final world, we can actually get everything in it because we have all the moves and everything. Because here's what my plan is. Here's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm only going to backtrack for one thing after the next world, and that's the Cheeto page cheat, because the Cheeto page cheat is really good because it helps us to be able to like recover health easier. So I just figured I'd spoil that. It's not a big deal. I don't know why I went back in. Oh yeah, I was like, I gotta get those 10 notes. Shoot. And I think we go in here to get the 10 notes and activate what the next Jiggy would be. Because the last 2 Jiggies that we can get in here are going to be in that particular room. But we can't get them quite yet. And then the next world, we'll be getting the last Jinjo in there. And I think we can mostly get everything in the next world too. I think there's just like something we need to do in the final world of the game in order to do that. I think there's like something that we need to do with that. But over here, there's where the 10 notes are. So there's 5 here, and then there's 5 on the other side, which I know I got before, and I know I've repeated a lot between that. But here's the thing. Here's the reason why I repeated, and I don't mean to have done this, but I don't know why I switched over to Kazooie here. You can do this with both Banjo and Kazooie, but I watched Nintendo Capri Sun, and that's what he did. But I don't have the proper thing. What we need to do, the Jiggy over there, we have to swim across over, but we don't have the correct move for it yet. And we could technically get it after the next world, but I don't want to do that. Like, I want to save so that we can actually get the different stuff in the next couple worlds, so that we have every move, so we can get everything and have like a couple of post-commentary episodes like you're seeing here. So that's my plan. Those things are so annoying. And they could suffocate you and kill you and stuff. They're kind of mean. So anyway, I'm like, cool, I can get out this way. No, you can't. And there's oil freaking right there. It's really weird. But yeah, here we go. We can get this. We can head out. Yeah, one thing's for certain. I believe you have to kill yourself if you don't get that move. So you might as well get that move. And now if we view our totals here, boom. We have 1 Jinjo and 2 Jiggies to get. And that's it. So we are actually getting up to 60 Jiggies. I've totally spaced that. One thing in here, what we're going to be doing, and I didn't even realize I'm stupid for not doing this, is that I went the wrong frickin' way. Well, I did this other part wrong. I also did this wrong. I set it up wrong because I thought you only had to turn on the fire in the middle and it would, like, make everybody happy, but that's not the case. You have to, the torch that I'm standing on right there, you have to light those up, and I'll be doing that here towards the end of this video so that we can get our last Jiggy for the video. And I was just super confused the whole time. I didn't know what I was doing. But basically, I didn't open the freaking gate here. You have to open this gate up so that you can get into Witchy World. The recording session took me an hour. So this is a new recording session coming up. So I'm save stating right here. And this is a new recording session coming up right here. Okay. It took me an hour, probably like half of that, to realize, oh, I didn't press the button so that I could get in. But we have to go to Witchy World. We have to go get burgers. And the only way, which the logic behind this is really stupid, is that we have to get the stuff. I don't even remember what I'm saying. We have to go get hamburgers, feed them the hamburgers, but then you have to tightrope up to the top. And I'll show you how tedious and BS this is. That's why I kind of left it in. Sorry, I bumped my mic there. But yeah, I'll just show you how tedious this is. It's pretty tedious. It's really kind of stupid. So you have to come here. We've already gotten burgers before, but we're going to get burgers again because we have to get them to feed to the freaking weird people in there. So once we get that, yeah, once we get this, gosh dang, I'm not talking correctly, but we'll get the burgers for the cavemen, and then I'll show you how to get up to the top. I think that's what I do here, but I did this twice, so I cut out the one time because it was a waste of my time. But yeah, you cannot leave Witchy World with the food. Exception is to go up to that top part, and you saw the friggin' steps there. The only place I know of, I don't know if there's any more places, if somebody in the comments wants to point it down to me, but we have to go up the freaking thing up here, make sure we're staying on with Kazooie, make sure we go to this other side, which I couldn't find the freaking thing the first time. I'm like, okay, where is it? Where's the entrance? Where's the entrance? And it's right there, and I didn't realize it. But I just pressed B, and I'm like, okay, let me get to my surroundings. We're in the middle. We're at the highest point of level. And I was like, okay, it's there. It's on that side here. But this part isn't that bad, honestly. This part's pretty easy. Oh, by the way, those fetching jackpot things hit me like 10 times, which is why my health is so low. Yeah, they're friggin' wiener heads. I hate them. I hate them. This is why I don't gamble, folks. 100% why I don't gamble. Because if I were to gamble, you know, I'd suck at it, so. Anyway, now we can head in here and feed the guys. In which case, I probably should have cut out me trying to get other stuff for them, but if you press B, they'll say, me warm but still need food. Junk food, good. Me need food, you got. You give? Yes. So we have to see this dumb cutscene a couple times. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop for a second. And basically what I've done is I've cut most of the stuff out, because you don't really need to see that. It's not something we need to see. It's not something we need to do. It's not anything really kind of worth anything we need to do. I have 8 minutes, so I'd rather make it so that the video is not like way short, but not too long. Obviously I left in a little too much for that cut, because I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. I'm like, oh, okay, I need to set this other crap on fire, because I've already fed him. Already went and fed him. Didn't feel like it was necessary for me to show the rest of that, so I already went ahead and fed him. Bend down here, use a fire egg, warm them up. That's what you got to do. Once you warm those guys up, they'll give you a jiggy. So it is what it is, man. You know, and I'm sorry that, like, I'm terrible at post-commentary episodes. I got to tell you, like, I don't know why. I was like, hey, man, I'm gonna do Final Fantasy IV post-commentary. I don't know why I felt like that was something I should have done, because I will never again, unless it's a case like this, do a post-commentary episode of a Final Fantasy game again. It's never gonna happen. Never happening. And I gotta stop again. The tedium in these episodes, man. It's just insane, the amount of tedium I have going on here. So I think I save stated right there. I'm not sure. Probably did. But we're up to 60 jiggies, so we have 30 more to go in the game. We are getting to the end of this game, folks. This is why I wanted to see if we could try to get this LP done quick. Because if we can get this LP done quick, I can focus on Breath of the Wild. I can focus on other LPs that I want to work on. And it'll just be swell. It'll just be good. But here's the totals. Witchy World, 100%. Little Gulch Mine, 100%. Mayhem Temple, 100%. Once we get to the 4th world, which if I go there, we have 2 more jiggies, which we need to get them towards the end of the game. Pterodactyl Land, we have 1 more jiggy and a Cheeto page, which we have to wait till the end of the game. Grunty Industries, we need to wait till we're end of the game. And we're there. We are there, folks. We have just maybe a couple notes to get on the overworld. And I did it again. I freaking used a feather instead of other crap, which is stupid. But we're getting there, folks. I am so excited that we're getting to the end of this LP. Because this game, I think, is one of the best platforming games I've ever played. And I feel ashamed I didn't actually get it done last year. I should have. Before all the bullcrap happened, before I started working at home, I should have got it done beforehand. I keep bumping my dang mic, and it's pissing me off. Anyway, we need to go to the cliffside to go to our next world, which is going to be HAILFIRE Peaks. HAILFIRE Peaks is pretty friggin' sweet. It's pretty fun. I like it. But yeah, it's one of the... It's a thing, you know. I don't know why I'm going this way. I'm like, oh yeah, it's over this way. I think we have all the warps we can on the overview, on the overworld that we can for right now. But now that we've gone in here, we're at HAILFIRE Peaks, folks. And I'd like to thank you all for watching. I'm the Blind Swordsman. I'll see you in the nest episode of Let's Play Banjo Tooie, where we're going to finish off HAILFIRE Peaks, or we're going to start HAILFIRE Peaks and get closer to finishing off the game, because this is not going to take very long at all. We have 8 jiggies we're going to be getting. The 9th one will come in the backtracking video. it'll be pretty sweet. It's going to be a good time. I really enjoy from what I've looked at, it looks like a pretty cool level. I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to get to the end. Take care, everybody, and have a fantastic day.